everyone, coming back to you with another ride video. We are testing the WR Roxanne up in the mountains of Colorado. Legit, true mountain test now. If you guys have been paying attention, I built this bike to be a hare scramble desert race bike. So it is out of its element up here in the mountains, and we're just out here to see if it'll actually do any good. So if that sounds like fun, you want to learn what's going on with this bike, join me, and here we go. All right, guys, here we go. We are going to test this little WR out in the mountains. Full on hare scramble desert build, suspension and everything, gearing. We're going to see how it does way up high in the Colorado mountains. I'm all by myself today, guys, so I will not be going fast, I can tell you that. I'll probably be pretty conservative in line choice, things like that. So sorry if it's a little boring of a video, but it should still be pretty interesting to see if we can't get this little bike through some legit mountain stuff. Alright, I'm gonna do a little suspension tuning. If you guys haven't watched my other suspension video, I'm going to do a little bit of what I talked about in that video to try to see if we can't make this desert setting work better here in the mountains. So I'm going to back the rebound, quote unquote, out a few clicks. Go 3. There we go. Soften up that mid valve so that the whole thing actually just moves a little more freely in the hard stuff, the rough stuff, without backing the compression out, because then that lets the bike, if you back the compression out, it lets the bike ride lower in the stroke, which we don't want. So to go even, we went 3 out, front and rear, on the rebound slash mid speed valve up front. So rebound on the shock, but again, that's a bypass for the whole shock piston, so it's not just rebound. All right. See how it does. Is I want to feel something. And if it feels like it got too loose, I can go back in. But I found one click sometimes really hard to tell the difference. Oh my God. Oh, I just smacked my foot on the log that I cannot see. That's the one problem with overgrown trails. But that's why we wear nice boots. And if you guys are wondering, I do wear Garnet ST22s, and that's partially because I feel like they do protect my feet against things like that. But that still hurt. Take a little break here. We'll get going here in a second. All right, well, I have a saw with me, so let's fix that. And guys, if you're wondering, I'm using these Modal, M-O-D-U-L straps, and they're sweet. Like, it's nice. You can just quick put stuff on, tighten it down, good to go. So big thanks to Eric Landis, actually, for that. He is a dealer with Towie, his company Towie, that make the toe straps that we carry. They sell them, and he gave me a set for showing them around one day. Did a big loop out of Montrose, so big thanks to them. And Modal, if you want to sponsor the channel, let me know. Anybody out there that knows them, yeah, tell them I like their stuff. I'd love to talk to them about some sponsorship. All right, so far, the adjustments I made to the suspension are really good. Like, the bike feels way better at this low speed. Section up over that rock. That was awesome. Someone's gonna ask me what tires, and I've got the IRC VXs on, so VX40 in the back, VX30 up front. I mean, so far working great. Of course, conditions are perfect for traction. Alright, I'm going to change maps. Right now I'm in the passive aggressive. Now I'm in the response map. So see how that does up here. And I'm going slow where I might want a little bit more snap to lift the front wheel over stuff, because it's going to get harder up here. the bars out of your hands, but they're still super protective. Yeah, guys, I'm super happy with the changes I made on the suspension. Glad I didn't back the compression out, because the bike's riding nice and high in the stroke like I want it, but still soaking up all these little roots and rocks and keeping the bike pretty much going straight. It's definitely not perfect, because the shims, the stack we're using on this bike is not, you know, built for this, but with just 3 clicks out on the mid-speed valve and the shock shaft, they're actually quite nice. Yeah, a little 250. Yeah, that's actually really steep and normally pretty hard. This thing went right up it. Partially because this motor is actually really good, and then also that suspension adjustment allowed the back tire to stay on the ground through that stuff and just tractor up it. That was cool. That's what I need to get better at, is doing that more pivoty kind of dynamic move. But I just don't want to practice by myself and end up down there. Yeah, okay, gotta work on that. Gotta come back and work on that with some friends. All right, the WR250 did it. Heck yeah, no overheating, no nothing. Yeah. And I hate to say it, guys, but I really like this 4-stroke. I don't know if I like it better than a 2-stroke, but I really like it. It's just kicking butt. Absolutely crushing. So incredible. Oh, it's awesome. All right, guys, this is the high point of this trail, and we're up here. I don't know what the elevation is. I can check. All right, let's check using Onyx Off-Road, guys. See where we are. Let this thing find us. There we go. And boom. Elevation. It's only 10,000 feet. Almost a 10,800. Almost 11,000 feet. So not super high. Now we're going to head down here over to Silverjack. We might go back to camp. I don't know. I can tell you what, though, one thing I do like about this bike more than my 2-stroke right now is the clutch. Like, just the smoothness of the clutch is much better than that Fantic and every YZ 250 I ever had. Yeah, the engagement of the clutch is much smoother on this. And I don't know what that's all about, why, but I would say it's noticeably better. Ugh. All right, down we go. All right, guys, that's the end of the trail. And I think the verdict is the WR just does freaking awesome everywhere. This little motorcycle is absolutely brilliant. Like I said, I don't know if I like it better than I like my two-stroke. But make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the little notification bell, because very soon I'm going to be filming the shootout between this fully built WR250F versus my absolutely fully built Fantic 300, XE300. So that video is coming very soon. So please hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're at all interested in seeing even more bigger and crazier projects and stuff like that, consider becoming a member of the channel. There's a little join button somewhere on here on your screen. Hit that. It's a financial donation every month. It really makes a huge difference. Even the smallest one makes a massive difference. Also, with that, you'll get early access to all the videos. I publish all the videos to the members first, and then they slowly trickle out to the rest of the world. So you get that, and then we're trying to do a members ride every year, members only ride. I haven't decided this year where it's going to be, but we'll make it happen. Probably be in the fall. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to keep riding. Anyway, love you guys. See you on the next one.